read this context is when they had the battle of Badar. That was the battle that that's talking about. And Bilal, he would, when it's time for prayer, no matter if they were in war, they would stop and they would pray. It's long? It's long. He made the soldiers kneel and pray in victory after the capture of Jerusalem. Bilal rode through the streets on the right of Umar. Entering the temple, there he threw out the Christian images and prepared it for the worship of Islam. So when they went through Jerusalem with Umar, he was on the side of Umar when they went into Jerusalem, and they threw out all the Christian idols and had it prepared to worship in Islam. So Bilal, who was an Ethiopian or Moor, he destroyed the idols that was in Jerusalem. Islam?
Islam.
I had a picture of Bilal. So Bilal joined the Prophet Muhammad. Bilal held a very sweet, powerful, rich voice. Bilal, the Moorish Abyssinian from the great house of Israel, Bilal says only for the Khalifa, sung only for the Khalifa, and the Khalifa was Umar. One day it came to pass that the people of Damascus, where Umar had traveled on his visit, begged the Khalifa, saying, "O commander of the faith, we pray that asked Bilal to sing the call to prayer for us as it was taught to him by the Prophet Muhammad." So they had a beautiful voice. They wanted him to call the prayer, and they asked Umar, the Caliph at the time, can Bilal sing the prayer? Bilal was one of, this is interesting too. Bilal was of the same lineage of the Prophet Muhammad. Now, this is the one they call the Ethiopian slave, that they always want to consider this, but he was of the same lineage of the Prophet Muhammad. His wife, Khadijah, that he was married to Ali's sister. Bilal was a Moorish Hebrew from the Dan Golawa of the tribe of Judah and Dan, moved to northern part of Sudan. He was also a member of the Hanif group, which is in Holy Quran of Mecca, chapter 2, verse 35. So when you read this, Bilal, he married the sister of Ali. So Bilal was also from the lineage of Muhammad, and he was part of what they call the Ahlul Bayt. And his ancestors, they moved to the northern part of Sudan, and he was a member of the Hanif. What you got?
Surah 2, ayat 35. And we said, O Adam. Oh. Surah 2, ayat 135. And they say, be Jews or Christians, you will be on the right course. Say, nay, we follow the religion of Abraham, the upright one, and he was not one of the polytheists.
So that was the Hanif. So we read that Bilal, from the Dan Golah of the tribe of Judah and Dan, moved to the northern part of Sudan. He was a member of the Hanif. Accompanied by Bilal and his followers, the Rasul Allah proceeded to the grounds of the Kaaba. So this also, when they went to the Kaaba, in which were located 360 idols, the word used in the Quran for idols are shirk. Muhammad gave Bilal a sword and commanded him to chop down and burn the idols, which the sword in one hand and the scepter in the other hand. He stood tall against the sky again and again, and the sword sliced through the air until all the idols lay in pieces. He proceeded to the top of the Kaaba, La ilaha. His voice rung through the crowd, who all repeated the same. Give me the Holy Quran of Mecca, chapter 9, verse 28. So Muhammad had ordered Bilal to go to the Kaaba, and this Moor, he chopped down and destroyed all the idols at the Kaaba, and he stood up and said, La ilaha, there's no God but Allah. Bilal and the Ansars marched to restore Islam to the holy city of Mecca.
Surah 9, Ayat 28. O you who believe, the idlers are surely unclean, so they shall not approach the sacred mosque after this year of theirs. And if you fear poverty, then Allah will enrich you out of His grace. If He please, surely Allah is knowing and wise.
Islam. So this was the Moors, this was the Ansars, these were Bilal who went and chopped down and destroyed the idols and restored Islam in the holy city of Mecca. You can read 100 amazing facts about the Negro, 30 to 31. Let me see, can I get it quick fast? Okay, yeah. We're going to read this. So where was Bilal from? His ancestors, where was he from? Anybody remember?
His ancestors?
Ethiopia.
Yeah.
All right? And I said that he's from the tribe of Judah and Dan, which was from the tribes of Israel, right?
Yeah.
Islam.
And he's Hanif, but he was also from the lineage of Muhammad, and he married Ali's sister. Now let's see what 100 facts say about these people.
100 amazing facts about the Negro. Number 31. The Falasha, or Negro Jews of Ethiopia.
The Falasha, or Negro Jews, which are Moors of Ethiopia.
Islam. Led by Queen Judith, put the line of Solomon and the Queen of Sheba off the throne of Ethiopia in 937 AD and ruled for 40 years. The Falasha assert that they are the original Jews. They call themselves the Beta Israel, or the chosen people. Islam.
So what I'm saying to our brothers who are dealing with knowledge themselves, that we are from Bena Israel or Beta Israel, the chosen people, but the original pure Arab went into West Africa, and these people begin to amalgamate one another. And so those who were taken from West Africa, you are of Bena Israel, but you're also of the original pure black Arab, the Moors. Because an Israelite and a Moor is the same thing, because the term Moor today means someone with dark skin. And the original Jews and the original Moors were dark-skinned people, which today we'll call a Moor.
That's right.
In ancient times, it meant a Westerner. It was a geographical designation, and now it became to be mean someone with dark skin. So you got the book 100 Million Facts. You got the book Babylon 10:2 on you right now.
Yeah.
No, let's roll it and get it. Cause I'm about to end with this. Thank you. This is a great book. Everything here is not actually correct, but it's a very good book. Anybody could ask anything.
That's what you were saying. He's an Ishmaelite and an Israelite, right?
No, it's a place in the Bible
Yeah, that's all I want.
that talks about. I'm gonna get it. I gotta just get it. You gotta give me some time. And I our fez, it signifies power and authority. And people might miss this in the, it's mentioned in Babylon Timbuktu with Aska. It's in, okay, I got it. We're gonna read from here to
From Babylon and Timbuktu. About 300 years after the Civil War, Aska emulated Mansa Kankan Musa of Mali by undertaking a long pilgrimage to the holy cities in the east. His cavalcade consisted of a vast number of infantrymen and cavalries. On the pilgrimage was also a retinue of 1,500 princes and chiefs of the empire. While Askia was in Mecca, he spent 100,000 pieces of gold. This is more than any other ruler has spent. In Mecca, he purchased a garden and set up a charitable institution for the people of the Sudan. He gave to the Caliph of Baghdad. Oh, from the people of Sudan. He gave to the Caliph of Baghdad gifts that astonished the entire court. Then contributions surpassed all other things. The Caliph of Baghdad, Abbasid Mutawakkel, was immensely impressed by Askia. With the Caliph's consent, Askia was made his deputy.
Right. With the Caliph's consent, Askia was made his deputy.
Made his deputy in Songhai, and as a sign of his authority, the Caliph gave Askia
what?
A green fez.
A green fez.
And a white turban.
And a white turban. So it was a brother that was in the comment section saying, "Oh, your fez is the fez of the slave owner," and this is in the book. This was a symbol of authority. Our fez and white turban. This is why I got a white turban on now. This is a symbol of authority in our fez. And those of us who deal with the signs understand the signs are green.
Islam.
When you cross that threshold, you may know that signs, but you ain't going to know that signs right now. Because you think you know more signs now, you don't know more signs yet.
True.
So you get to go sit on that, go walk on that holy ground. Then you realize, you humble yourself. Realize, oh wow. I thought I knew more signs. Like, if you're not in a, like this is my own personal research, but when you're in the Muslim of America, amongst sheiks and elder sheiks, like Grand Sheikh Preta El and Grand Sheikh Young Bey, and the Moors that we come from, it's things that be in front of your face and you don't even know it till they show you. You got Sheikh Valance Bey, a young Moor. The Moor, he always dropping a little signs on you. You're not going to know more signs like that. You sit at the temple amongst these Moors, and them Moors can really give you this mouth-to-mouth signs from mouth-to-mouth and ear-to-ear. Because some things is just not in a book. Yeah, mouth-to-ear. Some things is just not in a book, man. You got to get the signs like that. So you got Sheikh Seabreeze Bay. These are Moors that been around. That, they got the science. And you got to sit down and humble yourself and learn. But with that, I'm going to say peace and Islam.
Islam. Peace.